All right, we're live. Sorry about the delay. Had a little technical difficulty, but today for my beer drinkers and friends, we are doing a dual review. This is something I've never done, so I'm really excited. Mostly because I get to drink 2 beers in one sitting. Not that I've never done that before, but this is the first time I'm doing it live, so this is exciting. I'm really excited. So here I have Noon Whistle's Gummy series. This is their Gummy Banter that they just released yesterday. They just did another release of that. And Gummy Vortex. Now, I've had the Gummy Vortex before, so I'll start with the Gummy Banter. But I'm going to do like a side-by-side comparison for those that enjoy this beer and this series and want to know the difference, the kind of subtle differences between them. So there are a handful of other gummies that are around, and I probably will do another one of these at some point, but let's jump right into it. So I went to Noon Whistle yesterday, and I picked up this Gummy Banter. That was my first time in there. It had been a long time coming, because I honestly have been meaning to go in there. And I really like the place. It's really cool. It's on the smaller side, but overall it's got a nice feel. Alright, look at that. Awesome. So that is let's make sure we can see that. That is the Gummy Banter. And that color right off the bat is a little bit lighter than I was expecting in the hue of the color. Now, all these hazy beers are typically, some type of an orange, pinkish, yellowish hue. That's one of the lighter ones of the Gummy series. And you can tell this one, the Gummy Vortex here, it's actually slightly lighter in color. It's a lighter yellowish hue. This is more translucently orange, and the Vortex has a more hazy sense of there's not as much clarity is what I mean to say, and it's a little bit lighter of a hue. So this is, from my perspective at least, this is and I'll hold it up to the light here. They are really, really similar, but this is definitely more orangey looking, and this is more yellowish orange in terms of the color. So that's pretty cool just to see the difference in color. It's always with these hazy styles it's hard to tell, but with these two there's semi-different. And the head retention was a little bit different as well. On the Vortex you get a little bit more of the head retention, so I had about an inch and a half of head retention there, and about half inch to an inch on the Gummy Banter. So I'm going to jump right into it. I should probably grab some water, actually. So I just grabbed a little cup of water just so I have a little palate cleanser. And okay, so I'm going to jump right into the Banter. Smells really pungent. Now, I know the hop variety in here. I'm not going to reveal it to you because I'll let you try it and kind of try and figure it out for yourself. But I do like the choice of hop variety, and two of the variants of hops in here are ones that I'm not particularly familiar with. I know I've definitely had beers that have this type of hop variety, but I'm now getting more familiarized with the scent and the taste of them. So it's really, really good. It smells really nice, just like any other hazy style. Very floral, bright, citrusy smelling. I think those are the best 2 words, is bright and citrusy. Very, very, just smells really nice. Very good. Now I'm going to jump right into the taste here. Okay, wow, that's actually a pretty significant difference from any of the other gummies that I've had. This one actually is right off the bat. It gives you that same mouthfeel in any of the rest of the gummy series, but it's actually a little more bitter than I was expecting. Kind of gives you a sense of the sensation of an orange rind on the back end. So it is really, really bitter actually on the back end. I think right off the bat you get that initial smoothness, but it's very, very quickly followed by that bitter hop bite. And it's kind of, it does sit on the tongue. It's very, almost like a typical IPA would be, like those real piney, middle ground type IPAs. It has that same type of hop packed flavor. Overall, it's nice to sip on. I'd say the mouthfeel is about moderate. Like I said, you get that taste of that orange rind. So initially you get that smooth flavor, and then right away with that orange rind, it's just really, really bitter on the tongue. So I'm actually really surprised by that, and I'm going to jump over and compare that to the Vortex. So the Vortex, if you haven't had it, this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, it is their first, the first release of their gummy series. I could be wrong, Noon Whistle, you can correct me. But this is the first one that I saw for certain. And like I said, we talked about the head retention, the color. Now the smell is a little more fruity and mild on this one. It's not as bright, not as citrusy smelling. It smells very mild, which is interesting because these generally have similar smells, but it smells a lot more mild. Jump into the taste. Yeah, I would definitely say that Vortex is my favorite between them. Don't get me wrong, the banter is really good, but the thing I like about the Vortex is initially you get that smooth hop forefront, but it's very, very smooth and subtle. It's nothing crazy, and on the back end it's very juicy and fruity and just very, very easy to drink, and it gives you that mouthfeel that it's just easy to go down and very it's not bitter at all. And I'm actually really, really surprised to see such a drastic difference in these, because the other gummies that I've had have always been very similar from one another. So it's interesting, and I've always wanted to try this Banter. I've seen it around, but yeah, definitely a lot more orangey. It could have a lot to do with the choice of the hops that they used. I'm actually, I'm just really, really surprised that there is that drastic of a difference. But if I had to give an advantage, I would definitely say it's the Vortex for my own personal preference. If you're the type of person that likes their hazy styles or New England or Northeast styles, if you like it low hop profile with a smooth finish, definitely the Gummy Vortex is your beer. If you like the New England styles that are still have some dry hop bitterness to it, definitely the Gummy Banter. It just gives you that really bitter orange rindy kind of taste on the back end. It's and again, don't get me wrong, it is good. It's definitely drinkable. I would have it if I was out somewhere and they had it on tap. I definitely would. I myself just personally prefer the more lower hop profile, medium to low hop profile New England styles, and this is still relatively medium, but that back end bitterness is what gives me that reminiscence of a traditional style IPA. So I actually am, just like I said, really, really surprised that there is such a drastic difference. But if you like the more bitter styles, definitely go with the Gummy Banter. If you like the lower hop profile, smoother Northeast styles, definitely go with the Gummy Vortex. So yeah, that's about all I got for you. Something real quick. I wanted to do a quick showdown. If you have any beers that you want me to review or any that you want to go head to head, let me know. But I am going to give, like I said, I'm going to give the advantage to the Vortex. Advantage goes to Vortex. So, if there's any beers that you want me to review, any that you want to see go head to head, let me know. Put it in the comments. Share this if you liked it. Like it if you share it. Whatever. I'm gonna go enjoy these beers at the same time. I don't know what to do now. I'm gonna have to drink them really fast because I poured them both. But anyways, guys, cheers and happy drinking.